Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and we're gonna start something today I have been waiting a whole year for. So I am going to do the March Canning Madness with Constance over at Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and any channel can join. The one requirement, she says, if you do anything that is what we can consider rebel canning, make sure you put that into your description that it is rebel. So I told people from my channel this first week I'm gonna do things that I'm out of. So I need to get those out of the way. Then I'm gonna have some really cool, I hope, recipes that you guys will like. So I want to tell you about the lids. Now I know that Constance, these are her favorite lids. Azure Standard carries them. All the Amish stores carry them. I always used to love, well, I still do, the my other lids. But the 4 jars. But I'm going to tell you, I got a sample sent to me of Superb. And you guys, I will use up my 4 jars, but honestly, that's all I'm using the can for now. They are actually made, produced, and sold in the United States, not made elsewhere and then sent over here to sell. And what I like about these, if you can see, they have a lot better seal, and they are thicker as well. And when these pop, they make a boom like that, so you know for sure your stuff is sealed. They do also carry jars and stuff too. So the Superb, that's what I've gone to 100%. Absolutely love their jars. And I really like that they're made in Ohio, and so if you want to go down and watch them being made, anything like that, you can. And Azure Standard, you guys know, they're a big company, and that's what they carry. And all the Amish stores I've been to, Mennonite stores, they all carry the same thing. So they can't all be wrong. And I like that they're American made. So I will put their link below too as well. So today is something that's very easy, and this is considered, I guess, so it's not how the USDA would do it, but a lot more people are doing it more often now, and that's dry canning your beans. So I'm out of black beans. So I'm going to do 9 pints today, and what you want is you want for pints, you want a scant half cup. If you're going to do quarts, then you want a scant cup. Yes, these are stored in a 2-liter bottle, because actually it will suction out if you put oxygen absorbers in there. It will suction out all the air and your beans stay wonderful. And this time I'm actually going to can the smaller black beans because I do like them a little bit better. So I am going to do the small beans this time. There's all different kinds of ways to store your stuff, believe me. After I use this one up, though, I'm going to have to buy more black beans because I'm out. So, you know, it's funny because when I first started canning, I couldn't understand why people would can their own beans. They're so cheap at the store, too. But, you know, honestly, after you can your own beans, I'll get some here and there that I've gotten given to me or whatever, but honestly, I prefer my own. They taste so much better. And some people add spices to them, which I do have some spicy ones. But I don't add anything. I don't add salt. I don't add any kind of spice at all because I want them to be useful on several different, anything that I want them to be used on. Now you're going to take your water, I just got on my counter too, and you're going to bring it up to just below that 1-inch head space. Not too far below it, but just below it so that your beans have room to expand. And I'm going to have to get more water, but that's okay. Let me get that water cleared up. First time I decided to can without a towel underneath, and then I get water everywhere. So now I still do debubble these because I want the air to get in between every single one of those beans. I'm going to do this one even though I've got to add a little water to it. Now, I'm a firm believer, even if you know that nothing got on there except for maybe a little bit of water, still always do your safe canning procedures. Whether you're Rebel canning, normal canning, whatever it is, do it safely. Protect your family. You don't want them getting something bad. So always make sure you clean those rims. And then I'm going to put the lid on them. And it already says black 326 on them. And that way I don't have to go back and label them after I've gotten them out of the canner. And you want them just fingertip tight. Look at your canners and see what it says for your water. Everything is cold, cold, cold in this, so including my water. So let me fill these up and I'll be right back. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to get the lid put on our canner. And we want to get that fired up. And what we're looking for is steam to come out of this little hole here. And once it starts steaming, we want to let it do, and not just like, but a constant, steady stream of steam. Don't say that real fast because you'll mess up. But once it steams for 10 minutes, beans have the same cook time as meat. So because I used pints, it's 75 minutes. If I'd have done quarts, it's 90 minutes. And for those of you, I have another channel that I watch. She's Afraid to Power to pressure can. And then I have a few of my friends too. When years ago, they were pressure cookers. And like my mom actually had one explode in here and it went all over the ceiling, metal, everything. It was crazy. I was petrified the first time that I tried to pressure can, and when it was time to put the jiggler on, I was like, nope. And they said, well, I can't be here every time that you do that. So I put it on, and I did the cook time, and it turned out beautiful. And after that, honestly, you guys, I can sit next to my pressure canners, either one of them, and be prepping for something else and not think a thing about it. As long as you do what it tells you to do, it's safe. You're fine. Don't not pursue something because out of fear. You don't want to do that. So I'm going to let that steam for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and put the jiggler on it. It really is called something else, but I always call it a jiggler. Put the jiggler on it, and then we will pressure can for 75 minutes. And then I'll be back in stock with beans. Okay, so now it has been to the full 10 minutes, and I'm going to put 10 pounds of pressure on mine. They come in 5, 10, and 15. For my area, it is 10 pounds. Now, when it gets on there, you want it to come to where it starts to jiggle. Once you've done your stove long enough, you'll know about the area that it stays constant or does a so mine usually is a little bit past half, and it stays at a constant. So I will set my timer when that starts jiggling and everything, and it's set. I will set my timer for 75 minutes. And again, if you're doing quarts, set that for 90. So I'll be back when they're done and over on the other side of the kitchen. So there we go. 9 beautiful pints of black beans. Comes out way cheaper than you can buy them at the store. And they are so, so tasty. Look at that. So once again, look over at Cosmopolitan Cornbread and see the other videos that are coming out. And make sure you leave comments and all that good stuff. And if you like the person's channel, make sure that you subscribe. It's always good to pass a little bit of love around. So, once again, these are superb lids that I'm using too. I was hoping one of them would pop while you guys were on here so you could hear how loud it is. But that might not happen yet. All right. So you guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing, and thanks for coming along.